He's coming around the first turn 14 up to the line, and he goes fourth fastest.
Great lap
for
from the McLaren.
Exactly, great lap from Otron as the Red Bull of Oof comes up behind him, and he does not improve his lap time. The Williams of, I want to say Zane crossed the line, but I don't think he improved. The Alpine of Ollie will be next, round turn 13, and then up towards the final corner at turn 14, and he goes into the pit lane.
Fails into the pits. So, around the final corner, he's going to complete his lap time, but he's just going to cross the line so he doesn't waste time for other people.
Good second.
Judging pits, and I think this is Jonas coming out the final corner. Does he improve his lap time? Yes, he does. Goes into the 13s. 1:13, 8:73 from the Red Bull. That's a great lap to get his third pole position of the season. As Womax rounds the final corner. Is he going to improve on his lap time? Crosses the line. Improves to P10 with a 1:15.6. And that is Deco crossing the line. Goes second fastest with 1:14.2. But it's yet again the Red Bull of Jonas starting from pole position.
I want to do 5 lights.
Okay, go on.
3, 4, 5 lights in Hungary. And it's now lights out and away we go. It's a great start for the top two. Edveer and Will Sponger side by side as that's a swap of position on track for Deco and Jonas. And it's a huge carnage in towards turn 1. A lot of drivers behind causing collisions as Will Sponge takes third from Edveer. And that's Otron up to 4th from, I don't even know, 5th on the grid, something like that. So yes, a good start from the Alpine and the McLaren as that is Edveer down to 7th now, battling it with Zane. And it's 3 wide heading up the hill towards turn 4 and in towards sector 2.
Exactly, we're just seeing all the cars file their way through as the Williams goes a little bit off track, forces the McLaren off track, and there's a bit of contact in the background. And the McLaren is sent spinning. There's a lot of wheel banging happening as they head through the chicane. And there's a Mercedes, I'm guessing that is of Mason, who is facing the wrong way at turn 6.
Yeah, so funny story about Daniel. He started last, second last on the grid. He's now P9. And with that 3-second time penalty, that's going to put him down the order a little bit. But he's got a lot of pace to catch up to Zane and all that ahead. He's 2 seconds behind, though, as that is N7 up the inside on the kick Sauber. As the two kick Saubers go side by side in towards turn 13. Daniels keeps ahead of his teammate Womax and stays behind at N7. DRS will be activated for the kick Sauber, rounding turns 14 now. And onto the start-finish straight. The DRS activates for Daniel as he's trying to catch up to the Ferrari. His teammate Womax behind is eager to get the move done on his teammate. He goes to the left and he goes to the right. Womax tries to send it up the inside on his teammate. A lot of contact, and that is Daniels who's been tagged by his teammate, allowing Oof to take the 2 positions from the kick Saubers.
Stick for P2 as further back there's a little bit of contact in that group that we were just on board with, that we were just looking at. As just getting a little bit of fang as the Red Bull goes into the back of the kick Sauber, and the Aston Martin is spun in the background, and Zane gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings in that Haas. So obviously struggling to keep it on the track. As I think he's actually gone for a move on the Red Bull as they're going to go side by side into the chicane. This is not going to end well, but the Haas decides to think better of it and back out. As the Red Bull actually had a bad run through the chicane. They're going to go side by side and the Red Bull has to go off the track. The Haas, and he comes back on. That's a bad rejoin from the Red Bull. As he's spent spinning. And the Haas continues on, but the Red Bull of Oof facing the wrong way.
Deco thinks of sending up the inside, backs out behind Jonas, and still single file there further down the order. That's Otron and Zane, who's had a collision with the McLaren, and through goes Womax for P7. N7 up to 8th, Otron P9 now as Zane has bogged down, and at P10 ahead of Jaja as Young Victim and Solo Daniels side by side. A lot of wheel banging there, heading down towards turn 2. The Aston Martin tries to go on the inside, backs out and lets Solo Daniels take 13th. Ms. Mason's in the pit lane again. Onto the hards.
Oh, now they're locking wheels down in towards. There's a head into turn 3, turn 4. There were contact. The Aston Martin gets caught riding that curb and ends up in the barrier at turn 4.
Oh, and there's massive collision between Deadshot and Nello. Nello into the wall, and the Alpine up to P5. Womax takes 6 from the Ferrari, who gets overtaken by Otron and his teammate of N7. That's a massive collision, and I don't know what happened, but Nello into the pit lane now.
Yeah, he picked up a little bit of wing damage from that collision, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. But also, Jar Jar Binks in the McLaren also coming in for his pit stop. As P2 and P3 come into the pits, and that's N7 Racer facing the wrong way at the chicane. He tried to go for a look down the inside, and now the Aston Martin's just rear-ending the Kicks Alba. Obviously made him do a half spin. There's a bit of damage from someone. I don't know who it is who has the damage, but it's not bumper cars, guys. It's F1 racing. Like, it's a non-contact spot. As the Ferrari sends up the inside of the Aston Martin, makes a little bit of contact on the rear, loses the rear end, and now the Aston Martin of your victim turns into the Ferrari, and that's not very. That DRS, but is he going to be able to make a move as we cut to them now? He's going to look down the inside into turn 1, gets the move done. The Ferrari lets him as it. He's going to have the double. He's going to have the DRS as well down in towards turn 3, turn 2 even, but he didn't get a good exit as the Ferrari's going to send it down the inside. But if Williams able to go later on, best of the late breakers, as Nello's now left the session. Oh, he's out anyway. It doesn't really matter. As further back, I think, battle for B10. No, nothing's happening there, but Zane able to get past the Ferrari up to P8. And actually, further back, no, it's ahead. It's a battle for the lead. Deco all over the back of the Alpine and Welsh Sponge. Is Welsh Sponge starting to struggle a little bit to maintain pace on those hard tyres. As he pulls off the racing line. Deco's going to go even more to the inside. He's going to go down the inside into turn 1. And he's going to get a double DRS. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. There's the Aston Martin going a little bit slowly, but he's back up and running. Deco's going to have the DRS down in towards turn 2 as well. Going to go down the inside. No, he's not. He's going to cede that position. And Jonas has a 6.3 second gap to try and recover.
Is pretty much single file for most of the grid. Some are separated within seconds, but some are separated within that 1 second. And I do have DRS, but so far nobody's going to be making a move as I go on board with Deco and Welsh Sponge. Round turn 14 and on to the start finish straight. Sponge will have the open DRS flap heading down towards turn 1. What's the Alpine going to do? He's gaining on Deco. He goes to the left, he goes to the right, and through goes Sponge. And Deco's going to try and squidge back him on the exit of turn 1, and Deco gets the place back. And that is Sponge trying to deploy all the way down towards turn 2. He goes to the inside, but Deco keeps first. Wow, what a battle.
Yeah, exactly what a battle we have on our hands for the leads. As actually Welsh Sponge doesn't have a lot of battery to play with as Godzilla gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple track warnings. Welsh Sponge giving us a little wave, and now Deco gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track limits. That's going to probably cost him the race win. So Sponge can now just sit back, relax, and just make sure he stays within 3 seconds, and hope, but probably.
Oh wow! I've just watched that. Zane completely just smashed in the Jaja and took him out. Both with a heavy amount of wing damage. Jaja missing both of his end plates. Zane missing his right end plate. So there was a collision between the Williams and the McLaren. To be fair, there's not much happening. Only about 11 laps, 12 laps remain here in Hungary. And the only 2 battles on track at the moment is between the Williams of Deco and the Alpine Sponge, as Jonas is ever so slightly catching on 2 of them. There's also a battle between Zero Sniper and Otron for P9. Both have a 6-second time penalty, and ahead of them have Zane with 15 and N7 with 13 seconds. As that is Jonas 1.6 behind Sponge heading down towards turn 2. Sponge backs off heavily, allowing Jonas just to catch up ever so slightly more to the Alpine and the Williams. As now it is officially Jonas into P2 post-race. As at the moment it looks like me. Oh, and there's Deco in the wall! Deco is in the wall! Oh, that is actual heartbreak for the Williams driver. He was doing so well, hit the curb on the exit of turn 4 and smashed it into the wall on the left side before turn 5. So he's picked up a little bit of wing damage, and that will probably be Deco's race over if he continues. He does have the lapped car of Oof on the back of him, but he's got a huge gap of 17 seconds to Ollie in P4. Furthering that is Womax, another 7 seconds behind Ollie, so Ollie is safe. As long as if Deco has slowed down a lot of time to Ollie, we could see Ollie on the podium.
Yeah, there has. Solo Daniel disconnects from the session, and that's going to be. Actually, he's in the Kick-Sauber, isn't he? He's not in the. Oh, no, he's in the Kick-Sauber. As Jonas going to have a look around the outside into turn 1. They're going to go wheel to wheel. He's going to try to go for the switchback, but Will Sponge defends that position well. But now as they head down towards turn 2, Jonas going to have the DRS. Going to try to go around the outside of turn 2. As Will Sponge gives him a little bit of a squeeze as they head through round turn 2. And he's going to have Red Bull's going to have the inside for turn 3. They're still going out side by side as they head towards turn 4. And Will Sponge keeps that place back. But as the leaders round the final corner to start lap 31 of 35, we've got 5 laps to go as the Red Bull has a because the other faggot got Ferrari stopped on track as Jonas gets the move done into turn 1, takes the lead back from of the race, and that could be game, set, and match. Jonas rounding the final corner, checkered flag waves. Jonas takes win 3 of the season, takes the back-to-back wins. Will Sponge finishes P2, even with his 3-second penalty. He'll keep that P2 as Deco in the Williams overtook Ollie with a couple of laps to go. Even with actually,
no, it doesn't matter because Ollie's got
does Ollie have penalties? Yeah, Ollie has penalties. So P3 for Deco, P4 for Ollie. As
Edgar is going to be P6, followed by Womax right behind him, but he's going to be P5 instead as this Kick-Sauber crosses the line to take P5 off of the Mercedes. Zero Sniper, Autron are still on the track as Deco.
Oh, it's because he left, so
yeah, that's a bug.
He'll keep that P3. But because he left, yeah.
Problems.
Just make sure that you get that.
Hey, it's a double Alpine podium. So Zero Sniper rounds the final corner and up to the line he comes, as that was Jaja Binks banging out the control there, and Zero Sniper goes 6th or 7th, and then obviously Autron is 8th.